This is my video for the Phoenix 2-Gun Action Challenge match held March 23rd, 2024. This is one of these wonderful stages where you get one shot at each plate rack. You have to move no matter what. So if you miss, you got to come back again. It is possible at the end you have more plates left on one plate rack than the other, and you're still going to have to run back and forth. I'm using the Mac DS9 with a 4 1/4 inch barrel and the Holosun 507 comp. This is a 2011 style pistol made in Turkey and imported by Mac. I've used this pistol at several matches before this. Most of that footage is going to end up on InRange when the review is posted. This pistol does fit in the Stealth Division box with 17 round magazines, so that's what I'm using for this event. You'll notice when I get into the firing position, I exhale and get a good clean sight picture before I send the shot. Every miss on these type of stages is very costly, and it is worth taking your time to make sure you make the hit. It's quite common to see people have a performance cascade the further into the stage they get. The more you miss, the more you're going to keep missing. I'm not pushing myself to move very fast here beyond a light jog. It's not worth it to move faster if I'm going to take more time to stabilize and risk a miss when I get to the shooting position. I don't recommend that people bring pistols they're unfamiliar with or are getting used to using to this match, because a stage like this can be incredibly frustrating if you miss and you don't have any opportunity to make it up other than running a lap. In fact, that's what happened to me at an earlier match, the first time I used this gun with iron sights that I was not familiar with where the point of aim versus point of impact was. And one final extra lap to make up for that miss on the first target presentation. I am 6th in Stealth Division and 40th overall on this stage. On this stage, the shooter has two 10-round magazines to engage two different arrays of 5 paper targets. I do have my magnifier in place so that I can cleanly make the hits on these paper targets around the no-shoots at about 25 yards. Once you shoot empty, you have to close the bolt and dry fire. After that, the 180 does not apply until you load again. I opt to roll the tire across rather than pick it up and carry it. Do have to pick it up and set it on top of this tire, and then I will reload and engage the second set of 5 targets. Close the bolt and dry fire again, sling it up. The 180 does now not apply to the rifle. From here, draw the pistol that's carried condition 3. I have to get hits on these steel targets at about 20 yards. I am 1st in Stealth Division and 4th overall on this stage. This stage starts with only 2 rounds in the pistol. The shooter has to get 1 hit on each of these steel plates. Close the slide, holster. Load the rifle and engage the rest of the paper targets with 2 hits each. Pretty straightforward stage. All the targets are plainly visible. The real trick here was if you got those first 2 pistol shots or not. I'm 2nd in Stealth and 5th overall on this stage. On this stage, there are 3 silhouette targets and 1 mini IPSC target at 200 yards that the shooter has to engage from all of these positions while making contact with the barrels. The SIG Juliet 4-power magnifier works quite well with the lead and steel Promethean red dot I have. It is zeroed at 50 yards with 55 grain ammunition. Good clean engagement on that array. When I'm missing on these, it tends to be because the barrels actually have a bit of a bounce to them. Reload on the move between positions to make sure I don't shoot empty. When I do miss, I see my dust signature and immediately correct and send another shot. This is the bounciest of all the barrels. I try to hold my weight down into it as much as I can to minimize that. I am first in stealth and second overall on this stage. In the end, I'm first out of 10 shooters in stealth division and fifth out of 62 shooters overall. If you like this kind of action shooting competition content, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you for watching, and always remember, the Second Amendment is for everyone.